Well, a couple of years ago, he was a wide receiver. Now he's one of the top defensive men, I say, in the league. Tom McCauley. Tom, was it difficult in making the transition from catching the football to trying to steal the football?
Well, very definitely, Carl. It's a completely different outlook on the game that you have to have. Also, for me in Atlanta, it's been like 2 rookie years back to back, really. My first year with Coach Van Brockman being a receiver, working specifically with him, and then last year, of course, with Coach Campbell in the defensive unit. And it's been quite a change, but I like to think that I made it well so far, and we can look forward to the future.
Well, it's strictly reaction, isn't it? When you're on the offense, you know what you're going to do. When you're on defense, you have to figure out what the other guy's going to do.
Well, that's very true. And in offensive football, if you're a receiver, a lot of times all the action is behind you, whereas as safety, hypothetically, everything's supposed to be in front of you, and if anything gets behind you, you're in trouble. And at my position, I'm right in the middle of everything, whereas a receiver, you're kind of in the outside somewhere. And I'd like to think that my job now is a little more important than when a receiver would be.
In coming to camp like this, what are the basic things that you and the rest of the fellows, now you worked with all these guys last year, you don't have too many openings. What do you work on in the summer drills?
Well, the big thing for us alone to do before we get here is to be in shape, of course, and to prevent any injury that might occur. And then when we first get to camp, my big problem was to learn the total defense. I think a lot of the younger fellows know what they're supposed to do themselves, but we've got to learn everybody else's responsibility as well. Know where the hardest job is, know where somebody might need some help, and so on. And this is what we're working on now. We're trying to get all our defenses in so that we can get used to this during the regular season.
You figure that Buffalo will probably be your best test coming up this week?
I think most definitely. They have a real fine offensive football team. I'm not too sure about their defense. We haven't seen any film on them, but it'll be a real good test for us. They've got fine speed outside, a real good quarterback, real good running backs, and it'll be the big test of the exhibition season, I believe.
Come your way.